Good to
Yeah,
know.
I know. Yeah, it's good.
I mean, well, back in the day, man, when the show started taking off, and then when it really started blowing up, who wasn't an X-File fan? I mean, you couldn't turn on
It,
even the news; it was just all over the place.
yeah, it's so funny because now uh, it got to the point where back, you literally you couldn't go through a checkout counter in a supermarket and just row after row after row of X Files magazines, covers of
Right.
David and Jillian or Chris on them, and it got to the point where I almost didn't tell people what show I was working on because the minute you did, you'd be halted in your tracks. You'd have to have a 15-minute conversation. And
Right.
those are the fans. You never want to disappoint the fans. You never want to snub the fans. You never want to be rude to the fans. That's the reason why we had a job. I mean, that's
Yeah.
because
Right.
because of the fans.
Right. And I was right behind you at the checkout line buying 10, 20, 30 of those magazines.
Hey,
You know?
listen. I did it for a while. I'd never worked on a show that had that kind of high profile, and man, I have boxes downstairs of every magazine that was out at the time, and eventually I had to stop doing it. It just got ridiculous. Just every time I moved, I was moving 20 boxes of magazines. So I
You
had
don't
to
have to
stop
tell
doing
us.
it.
We know what
Oh,
that's
oh,
like.
oh, I know.
you know.
Yeah,
But